Hi everybody and welcome to the channel, and today's subject is white line or not white line. Do you ask the questions or are you simply living on a prayer? Each day that we take our pride and joy out for a wee trip out and about the place, we are constantly being offered information for our own safety and guidance, but what does it all mean? We will see in this video the most commonly used of road markings and witness towards the end how an advanced rider trained by IM Road Smart under test conditions processes that information and displays how to react accordingly. Don't forget, please like and subscribe. It is the local council's responsibility to provide you with enough information as a road user to allow you to make the right decisions at the right time to keep yourself safe. And as always, the councils are bound by the Secretary of State in regards to the regulations which govern the size, shape, colour, location and duration of all painted road markings. And it's our responsibility to understand what they mean so that we can make sure that we're not breaking the law or endangering ourselves. But here's the pinch. Not all road surface markings are in keeping with the standards laid out by the state and can occasion be incorrect or indeed missing altogether. And should you find yourself in a situation where an accident occurs because you or another road user applied the information presented by the council to affect your decision-making process, which resulted in an accident, you could hold the council to account. But is it better to be right in a case against the council having damaged yourself, or worse, your motorcycle, than to make sense of what you see to identify when the information is wrong and for you to act accordingly to prevent the accident in the first instance? Any proactive rider will always be asking questions of everything you see and identifying when things are wrong. We do have an ability to inform the council should we find an error of information of road markings, but more about that in another video. It's quite useful to know this. So what I'm not going to do is waste your time covering the road markings in the highway code, as you can do that for yourself. But if you understand what the markings mean, you should be able to join the information to your immediate surroundings, and it should tie in, allowing you to make the right decisions. Now let's look at this still photograph, and just to orientate ourselves, we are on a rural road in the UK, and the rider ahead is an advanced riding associate having completed all of their training and now performing to test standard in front of an IAM examiner, who is the rider in the bottom of the picture creating the shadow. This little scenario is to highlight what we should be looking for when we receive information from road markings, and in this case we have a broken white line dividing a single carriageway in either direction. The white lines are longer than the gaps between, which indicates a hazard area, and the rule of thumb is the greater the amount of paint, the greater the chance of hazard. The length of these white lines suggests a national speed limit zone, so 60 miles an hour is achievable. But where is the hazard? Let's use our safety bubble technique from the point of the examiner's position, because our rider is too far ahead, and look to the far, middle and near distance, and also to the left and right hand sides for information. We have a blind crest which forms the limit of what we can see clearly of the road surface ahead. This dictates our approach speed. To the left there's a stone wall which can suggest the rate of descent over the brow and also any changes of direction. And there's a sign to the right in the hedgerow suggesting possibly information for tourists. In the middle ground right through the hedgerow again are buildings suggesting a road entrance could appear to our right, not yet confirmed. And in the near ground left is a walking sign to suggest pedestrians could be around on occasion. We ask, what is the reason for the broken white line suggesting a hazard? Could it be one of these, or could it be all of them? But which is more important to us right now? And I would suggest that the brow of the hill is because we cannot see what is beyond it and can only estimate based upon our experience of what might be there and adjust our approach speed and position accordingly. All advanced riders are coached to adjust position prior to negotiating a hazard, and in this case it would be advised from their own publications to move to the left or position 1 as they say. This allows for the what ifs of oncoming traffic. but we need to confirm the direction of the road also before we pass over the brow at speed, and if we can't, slow down. As this rider gets closer to the brow of the hill, they will be able to see over it and further to gather more information to confirm what the hazard is being suggested by the broken white line. And here I will illustrate once more using the examiner's position that there is information written on the road surface. We can see the word slow. It's quite a large word. They're usually just under 3 meters tall on national speed limit signs, and this would suggest a speed limit of 60 miles per hour. I have a motto when I see these signs: slow until you know. Whatever the posted speed sign is, if it's supplemented with a slow word, then slow your speed beneath that until you can definitely confirm what you believe the hazard to be, and then you can ride accordingly. And the advanced rider would understand that there's a reason to be cautious. We can now see by the nature of the descent and the lean angle of their bike, they've been surprised by this hidden dip with a change of direction, and now we understand the information from the broken white line backed up by the word slow. In this next frame we can see the continuance of aggressive lean angle by the rider as they begin to run wide on the exit of this bend. And this is not a good example of making sense of what you see as a rider and being proactive to gather information and act on it before the event causes you to become a reactive rider. Had this been a negative camber, or if the rider had to suddenly brake, they would simply run wide and off the road. So let's take a look at this rider in motion by playing the video. It would be fair to say on this straight stretch of road that 60 miles an hour was achievable, and yet there appeared to be no natural descent or decrease in speed on suggestion of the brow of the hill being blind, and equally that there could be a change of direction or a side road from the right. And backed up with the word slow, the council are helping you to make the right decisions. And I would see this example as a reactive rider reacting to what is happening rather than being proactive and looking ahead and adjusting their speed and position before they need to deal with the hazard. But there you have it. We can only see what we see and think what we think, and with the best will in the world, the council can lay out all of this information for us, but it's for us to decide when to use it, how, why, and for how long, in a bid to keep ourselves safe. So I hope you've liked this video and it's been of use to you, and if so, then please like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell and stay tuned for following videos. And remember, always think safe, ride safe, keep safe, and keep reading this council road marking sign. It's there to keep you safe on every journey. Bye for now.